Good afternoon. Today is Thursday, April 20th. The time right now in Singapore is 12:47 in the afternoon. Now, over on Wall Street, we have a very, very quiet day. And in fact, we have a very quiet week because there's hardly any major economic statistics other than the earning reports released by the various companies. But basically, we can see that this week itself, the market has been pretty tame. There's no wild movement that we have seen like the previous days. So the high traded in the Dow Jones at 34,082.9 was actually traded last Friday. Though this week you can see from the chart here on a 4 hours time frame, the market is going sideways. There is a little bit bias to the downside before the market may actually attempt to travel to try to take out 34,082.9. Okay, but by and large, there is hardly any news that we need to look out for other than the earning reports. Okay, so over in the S&P 500, the market right now is in a bracket of prices in which I think it's going to be vulnerable to selling pressure. That the area is 4,140 to 4,195 levels. Okay, so the high traded which is on Tuesday was 4,169.5. okay, so we can see that it is within this bracket of prices, and I won't be surprised the market pulls back from here. Okay, so we have to see, because the market really have a very neat three-wave rebound, and it has technically, in my opinion, hit its peak already. Okay, so the market right now is actually, in my opinion, very vulnerable to the downside. And if the market should take out 4,069, then there is a possibility the market may actually decay all the way to 3,009. But we have to watch. Okay, upside. Is there a possibility for the market to take out 4,195.4? I think that we cannot say no, but it's more important is after, if it does breach, how does it close? If it close back down, then obviously there will be a reversal pattern. Okay, so do watch out. I think the top side is very, very limited in my opinion here. Okay, over in the Nasdaq, you can see the Nasdaq also managed an attempt to actually rally, and that was on Tuesday. The market went up to 13,196, very, very close to the previous high here at 13,204. okay, so did not quite make it. Okay, but you can see that the market is basically going sideways. If we have a three-way pullback, there's a possibility the market may actually challenge last Thursday low at 12,830. okay, so I won't be surprised the market could dip lower, just marginally below this last Thursday low at 12,833. okay, and before it will give us a new pattern. However, I think for all intent purposes, I think the real support is going to be around 12,510 levels. Okay, so if this level is going to be able to hold, I think there's a possibility the market may actually attempt to rally one more time. So I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to watch, because I am not happy, or rather I'm not looking to buy or to sell at this current moment in time. I need the market to tell me what it wants to do before I decided to take a position. Okay, over in Asia, we can see that the Nikkei actually is attempting to try the upper end of the reaches. We can see on Tuesday, market went up to a high of 28,698.2, challenging the previous high here, which was last traded on March the 8th at 28,734.8. okay, did not quite make it this morning. I think it's trying again. So far, the high traded this morning is 28,694.2 and a quarter. Okay, so it's marginally higher than Tuesday price. Okay, so we'll see whether in the second half of the day, whether the buyer will come back to take out the 28,734.8. okay, we have to see. Over in the Hang Seng, the Hang Seng has a rebound from 18,829 all the way to 20,864.7, and it was within this area which I have previously mentioned is going to be vulnerable to selling pressure. That area is 20,800 to 21,100. okay, so this area, this high here that we saw on Monday itself at 20,864.74 could possibly be the high for this one, because it's a three-wave rally and prices has since been pulling back, although it did not come down very aggressively. But it's a bit of a disappointment, because considering on Tuesday we have very good positive number coming up from China in terms of the Q1 GDP numbers. The market was expecting 4% growth on a year-on-year basis, but it came in 4.5, so it is better than market expected. But what is, to me, is even more interesting and more bullish is the fact that retail sales in China expected to rise 7.4%, came in at 10.6%. So that was a fantastic number. But that cannot cause the Hang Seng to rally on the back of this news, which is going to be a disappointment. So if market cannot rally on good news, then obviously it's going to be a bad news if we're going to have a set of less than perfect data. Okay, so basically I am thinking if the market should drift lower, the most important level to watch out will be 19,885. Okay, if this level cannot hold and breaks and close below this level, I think the market may resume its decline from 22,700 towards the 18,000 levels. So do watch out for this possibility here. Over in mainland, the CSI 300 is coming down as we are speaking. The high traded was at 4,169.45, which is on Tuesday upon the release of the first quarter GDP numbers and on the back of a retail sales that was better than expected. However, prices since have not gone any higher. So this is considering the good news cannot excite the market to go higher. That means the market is inherently weak. Okay, so if this is the case, we can possibly see a market doing a three-wave pullback here, which is a larger degree three-wave. If this is the case, then look out for this possibility here. If this is the case, the market may go down and challenge this low here, which is last seen at 3,805. Okay, so there's a possibility market may come and test this low one more time. Okay, let me highlight this level again. This level is 3,805. Okay, so it is within these equality levels, okay, between 3,858 to 3,836.7. Okay, do watch out for these levels. Now over in energy market, you can see crude oil continuing to pull back. The high traded was $83.49. That was on last Wednesday, since the market then has been pulling back, and this pullback now is it appears to be accelerating. Okay, so if this is the case, if this is the case, I think there's a possibility market may continue to dip lower. You can see there's a very minor three-wave pullback here, and if this is a minor three-wave pullback, there's a possibility market may hit all the way to $77.94 to even as low as $77.10, and this is a great level to actually attempt to buy, because this market has not given us a good chance to buy since the production cut news was released 2 weeks ago. Okay, so this could be our chance to actually entering a long position. I'm basically already long. Okay, I'm long just around $79.50. So now the market has gone up by another dollar, so I'm going to possibly look to add on to my long position. I have a very small position at this level, so I'm going to add more position if the market come down to this bracket of prices between $77.94 to $77.10. Okay, so do look out for this possibility here. Over in gold, we can see gold has a bit of a gyration last night. Market went down to a low of 1,969.3 last night, and then saw a surge higher. But this surge only managed to take the market up to just under $2,000, which is $1,998.80. And then the counter trend rally here stalled. Okay, so if this is the case, we can see that all the highs are getting lower. Okay, so there is a possibility this, whatever the reason that caused the market to rebound here, may eventually see the market come back and take out this level one more time. And if this is the case, I think there is a real possibility market may go back to where the origin of this surge to $2,048.80. Okay, and this is the point of origin. Okay, this was where I was mentioning the A, B, C, D, E, and the E is where I went in to buy at $1,960. Okay, so that one has been out of my position. I'm now flat. I'm looking to I was originally looking to enter a short above about $2,020, but this price never quite come to this price. The highest traded was $2,011.55, and that was it. Market has been trading lower. So if this is the case, the market come down to this level, maybe this could be a buying area. Somewhere around $1,950 could be a good area to consider. So watch for the candle bar in the lower time frame. If we get a reversal signal at $1,950, I think that could be the sign that we can go back in buy again. Okay, but again, we have to watch. Okay, over in the silver market, silver also did have a pullback, and of course we have seen the market went up to as low as $24.64 before we saw a surge very similar to what we saw in the gold market. However, as we are speaking right now, market seems to be coming off again. So if this is the case, this three-wave decline may ultimately bring silver prices to $24.10 to as low as $23.80. So this will be a great level, because silver has never given us a chance to buy since the market rallied from just under $20 all the way to $26 So this $6 smooth does not have a break in between. So this is the only first start. This is the first break that we're going to get. So I am more than happy to actually consider going to buy silver within this bracket of $23.80 to $24.10. Okay. So over in dollar index, we can see that the dollar continue to edge higher. Last time we have a marginal high of 101.94, but since then it has gone into a sideways consolidation. So I am of the opinion that I'm really long the dollar index. However, I'm more than happy to add more to my long position. If the market can pull back to somewhere around 101, even to 101.20 levels. Previously, I wanted to buy here, but the lowest it went out to was actually 101.33. So it actually dropped short of my ideal price range, and my limit order was never triggered. So what I'm going to do later on, I'm going to reinstate the limit order to buy at 101.18 levels to see if I can somehow get into another long position. And I think the market have at the bare minimum a chance to actually contest the 102.50 levels, okay, 102.45, 48. So I think there's a fairly good chance, okay, market may actually attempt to try this level one more time. So conversely speaking, the other currencies are all also pulling back because the dollar strength seems to be affecting. So as of this morning, we can see that the market, yesterday, the market actually went up to a high of 124.75, marginally higher than the previous high here, and market seems to be pulling back. But structurally, you can see from the low of 118 all the way to 125.45, the market seems to be very, very strong during this phase. So I'm not sure whether this market has topped out. There's a possibility this market has not topped out yet. So let's see what happens. On the downside, it seems that this pivot line here that I've drawn, okay, at 123.45 seems to be holding up because the market actually starts held on the way back here before it rallied to the high of 125.45. And again, as it pulls back, market came down very, very close at 123.53 level. So taken that into consideration, I think somewhere between, somewhere along this line, which is the pivot line at 123.45, the market may actually find support one more time. So if it come back to test here, maybe for those who want to trade short term, can consider going long somewhere here. Again, depending on whether we get a reversal signal along this pivot line here, 123.45. And if it does, I think it may be worth a while to consider a long position, short term speculative long position for a market to actually take out 125.45. Okay. Over in the euro versus the dollar, if you are looking to sell currencies, then I think this will be a much better candidate. Euro dollar rallied all the way to 110.75, and then since then has been pulling back to 109.09 before it rebound back to 109.84, and that was just on Wednesday. So we can see that the prices may be attempting to do a three-wave. If that is the case, a three-wave may bring euro dollar back to 109.90. Okay, so that could be a good price to actually consider a short and put your stop just above 110.75, and then take it for the possibility for the market to retry this low here at 108.30. Now, if 108.30 cannot hold, which I think there's a very high possibility it may not hold, then it opens up the possibility of a further and sharper decline all the way to challenge of 105.20 levels. So this is a big move here, so it may be worth a while to consider going short. I have already placed order to go short, so I'm hoping that the market will give me another chance to sell at 109.90 levels. Over in the Aussie, now Aussie is a bit of an enigma. Okay, I do not want to enter a position in Aussie because the chart here looks really messy. Okay, we have very sharp rise followed by a total reversal, and then market rebound again, and then falls back down. So it's very, very difficult to trade at based on what we've seen so far in the price action. So I am more than happy to just stay out of this market. Okay, I'm not going to take a position, but I think there's a possibility market may eventually drift back to 0.6565. Okay, dollar yen is where I think I'll be most interested. Now, yesterday I did mention that 135 market previous highs of 134.47. Okay, the market did not 134.70 did not quite make it because my earlier intention was to get out of my long position at 132.20 to get out at 134.75. The market dropped short by five pips and then go back down. So after that, I did adjust my stop higher, so I actually moved it higher, and this time I managed to get out of my long position. So now I'm flat. Now I'm looking to sell dollar versus the yen, if we manage to go even higher to 135.45 levels. So this will be a better area for me to actually sell, okay, because there's an overlaps here, okay, from the three wave, larger degree three wave, and then for a pullback, you know. So I think basically we are looking at a 135.45 to 135.75 area. So I'm very keen to actually attempt to sell here, and I think there's a possibility the market may challenge 129.64 again, okay. Dollar Canadian looks pretty strong. It has managed to go up to 134.70 as we are speaking, and this is a three-wave rebound, and I think the target is somewhere between 134.80 to 135. Okay, 135. I think basically this area for you. If you are looking to sell, maybe you can consider, but again, I'm going to stay out of dollar CAC for now. I'm not sure whether this is going to be a three-wave or if this thing is going to extend even higher beyond 135.55. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm just going to stay and watch Euro dollar CAC for now. Now, in Bitcoin itself, you can see the Bitcoin have went to a high of 31,035, and that was last Friday. So since then, the market has been pulling back, and now it looks like the market is pulled back into a three-wave decline. Okay, this morning we have a low of 28,572, very just a hair breadth away from an ideal price of 28,570. Okay, so for all we know, this market may have already finished its three-wave pullback and it's getting ready to rally. So whether or not there's going to be another chance for the market to dip into this bracket of prices between 28,120 to 28,570 remains unknown. Okay, but if you are not somebody who split hair, maybe this is good enough, 28,572, and get ready to go in to buy. And I think there's a very good chance market will take out 31,000 and maybe even go up to as high as 33,000. Okay, so take your chance there. I have already gone long, so I hope that this market may actually be a winner for me. In the meantime, this is all I have for you. You take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.